Hello and welcome to another Dominion League match commentated by myself and once again,
Myself.
yes. This is another A match, this time between VRSmith and yurikamome, who are currently first and second in the division, but not in that order. Eureka, let's take a quick look at the standings. Eureka has had a very strong season so far, 69 win percent, nice, through 4 matches. And VRSmith has quite a few matches remaining, but also a strong season thus far. So looking like a probable championship match.
Yep. So this is Eureka's last match of the season and VRSmith's third match of the season. And yeah, like you said, might be a preview of the championship match this season.
Indeed.
All right. There's Alms's.
Yep. There's Alms, so if you want to open with a double 4, you can do that. Do you actually want to do that? Maybe. What are you looking at here?
Well, okay, so we have a village. We don't have great trashing. I guess like there's like, and it's a swap. It's a swap kingdom, so that's always terrifying. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have opened Necromancer, I guess, just because I don't really know what to do here.
Well, I would imagine that the Necromancer is here at least in part because it's the only estate trashing.
But
well,
don't you have
I guess
to
technically
be like very lucky?
Acolyte can trash estates, but yeah.
I don't know. I always like, how good is like the, which one is it?
Zombie Mason? Is that
the Mason. Yeah. I feel like that you have to be lucky to like actually align that with good stuff.
I mean,
I guess it's fine like with Sybil, but like because then you can align it. But
yeah, that's a long time from now. Yeah. I mean, so it is true that, you know, early in the game, it's not that likely to hit an estate. That's it's not super unlikely, but because this is an alms board, unless you're really prioritizing getting to treasurer as fast as you can, I think that like you can gain good stuff without having any money, and so it's fine to just play your necromancer as a mason and trash. You know, if you trash a copper, fine, right? And if you trash the estate, then you trash the estate.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. And the other thing is, if you open double 4 and you trash your other 4, then you can turn that into a treasure. I mean, that's obviously even less likely than trashing an estate.
Yeah. So, what do you do with swap here? Like, what are good swap targets? You just like go through the augurs, or blessed. Okay.
You just keep getting them boons.
Yeah. Endless boons.
Endless boons. Which also is a form of estate trashing, I suppose. But I mean, I don't think, you know, you're going to want to wait on that. Well, I mean, there is Flames Gift in there, but the rate at which you're going to get it is not conducive to using that as your estate trashing.
All right, so VRSmith open Necromancer Patron.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense. Patron is like just going to give you the most payload right now, so yeah, I'm not surprised with those openings. I think that's I could see opening Patron Blessed Village, but Necromancer Patron makes sense to me, or Necromancer Blessed Village. Any of those 3 really would make sense to me. So they both then take a Blessed Village. VRSmith gets a silver. yurikamome. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the Necromancer and VRSmith's hand. I was like, ooh, never mind.
Here we go. No, we don't.
Although, could Eureka not have saved that Sun's Gift?
Hello.
Nice. Yeah, could yurikamome not have saved that Sun's Gift for next turn and then used, like, I mean, they weren't guaranteed to see the Necromancer, but it was fairly likely.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised by that. So,
well,
VRSmith. Oh, they almost for Blessed Village, and then they got the Forest Gift, and they took it immediately. That's a little surprising to me. I would think that they would want to save that for the next turn to try to hit Treasure. Eureka does hit Treasure, despite Zombie Masoning, which is pretty nice.
Okay.
Well, looks like...
So here we Mason again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Pick up that Treasure.
Yeah, I probably underestimate the Mason.
I mean, it's often not that good. I think Alms definitely makes it better here. But we're getting to the point where you're probably not going to want to play it so much anyway, because now that they have the Treasure in their decks, like, that's... You'd rather play that as a terminal for one thing. And you also be very sad if you trash your Treasure.
Oh,
I mean, not like maybe not very sad, but sad.
Ooh, here we go.
Herb Gatherer. Yeah, I mean, that is going to uncover the only like real draw on the board, so it makes sense.
But VRSmith did not follow suit. Instead opting to gain another Blessed Village.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when I say it makes sense, I mean, getting the Herb Gatherer itself is not so exciting, right? It's like the stuff underneath. I guess if you figure at some point they're going to rotate, you can just wait for that.
So you could like pretty safely Mason again. You have a Treasure in hand.
Right, yep. Just like Eureka just did, because the Treasure was in the discard pile. I'm trying to think about, is there anything you can do if you're the only one that has an Herb Gatherer with like swap or whatever that makes it advantageous? Like rotate?
Probably not.
Well,
right?
What you can do is if you've already rotated to the thing the turn before, then you can swap into something good and then rotate back off of it.
But yeah,
it's a bit tough.
Yeah. Ooh.
Where's Strumpf? This is an unsolvable mystery.
No one knows.
Nobody could be able to figure out such a thing.
No, it's a mystery.
All right, so yeah, we got some swapping going. Blessed Village to Patron. Patron just draws a Blessed Village, Patron to swap. Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say turning stuff into Patron does not seem that good to me, but swapping out of the Patron does make sense to me. It is a stop card. Although, it has some synergy with Border Guard and all that, so it is, maybe you still want Patron in your deck, but right now I think just getting more Blessed Villages and swaps is good. Also the second Treasure. It all makes sense.
So we like VRSmith's line here.
Yeah. So is
this like an occasion to spy?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that. You could also
trash
the Acolyte.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't really. Well, I mean, they do have Acolyte with Estate in hand, so maybe not. They do also have 2 Villagers, but I don't know. Masoning here, you don't have any. I know you have 1 Estate down there. I don't know. So that means VRSmith managed to trash second Estate at some point. I think I missed that. Oh, right here. Okay. What's in the trash? Just the zombies.
Yeah,
right now.
So they could also trash the Patron.
They could, yeah. The problem with that being... Oh, nice. Okay, I like that line. I like that line.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem with any of this being like if you like how likely are you to see like other good cards, if you just like spy or whatever, it doesn't like accomplish much. But that was I like that. That was clever.
That was neat. And Eureka has a lot of gold now.
It's true.
And is not. Oh, but yeah. Oh yeah. Just fresh to right. Amazing.
Are we swapping out of this plus village? It'd be a little surprising to me. But VRSmith does have a villager to play with. Out of the treasurer.
Yeah.
Oh,
can now accolade the estate.
Yeah, if you knew you were going to draw that estate, which I guess couldn't have been guaranteed, but still. You had to take advantage of the opponent's play. I did like having the second treasurer in the deck, but I think that was probably worth it. And you can always swap it back.
Yeah. All right. So where do we go from here?
Does Eureka spend a villager to either trash a copper or take the key?
Seems a little risky.
Not that risky.
Does Eureka have swaps now? Or are they all with
that's a good question. They might be all with VRSmith. I don't remember.
Yeah, but that's also like a lot of swaps. Oh, now they have one, right?
Yeah, well, once you get a couple, it's not too hard to get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, they do trash. Burn the villager, pick up a swamp. They do have plus buy here, so they could pick up like another swamp or a... Oh.
Who has plus buy? Oh, yeah.
Eureka. I don't understand. Oh, I see. In case you get like Earth's Gift or something, hold on to the copper, sure. Like if you're only going to spend 9 coins anyway. But you got Flame's Gift, so you can trash state, which is also good.
Do you trash the state though?
Yes. Why would you not?
Gain another gold?
No.
And so many swapses. Now you can swap to Blessed Village.
Yeah.
So, do you think we're gonna get more into the Augur pile, or is that
I was wondering about that.
Not going to happen.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering about this too. Do you just go double treasure here and take the opportunity to take the key? Does seem pretty good. Ooh, okay. That's nice. Oh, they have a silver here. Yeah, the problem
swapping. Do you swap the Acolyte?
The problem is that if you're playing Necromancer's Acolyte, then you're not actually like burning through the Acolytes. So you kind of needs to be. I mean, Eureka did get 1 Acolyte out of the way, but getting through 2 more of them without rotation seems unlikely. So I think in order for us to see that draw, it's going to have to be Eureka playing Herb Gatherer.
Right, which I don't know how likely.
Yeah,
how likely that is.
I mean, they'll have first crack at
whatever
Sorceress. Yeah. That's not that exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the curse trashing is certainly weak, so maybe it's. But then again, they would get first crack, but with the swaps, then maybe VRSmith takes like 3 of them. So I don't know. They didn't return the Acolyte. That's surprising.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Because the Acolyte right now isn't really doing anything.
It's not. But maybe they want to hold on to it, like in case they rotate the Augurs to get more of them.
I mean, what they could do is just play it just to trash an Augur. I don't know why you would bother to spend like an action and a card doing that. Wow, swaps the treasure. Maybe they just wanted to. No? Okay, I'm really confused. It's like maybe they just wanted to necromancer trash the acolyte, but I don't know what's going on here with this acolyte.
No.
Swapping out of the treasure is really surprising to me.
So what do you... They seem like they need plus buy. It didn't find their herb gatherer.
Yeah, what DZ, what was the gamble?
What was the gamble?
Like, why not just apprentice the acolyte?
It's DZ. What? Yeah. Maybe the gamble was to find herb gatherer.
You find an herb gatherer, you rotate, and then you play acolyte and trash it into a sorceress. Is that the idea? If you just swapped to swap, you would be able to swap something into. I don't know. That seems overly complex to me, but maybe.
Okay, we're getting rid of our necromancer.
Bye-bye, patron.
Goodbye. Or what?
Lost Village, Border Guard. Kind of an odd shuffle to trigger, it feels like. We just go double Blessed Village here, or... I mean, I guess buy one and then see what you get, maybe.
Swap Border Guard. Ooh.
Interesting. Okay, maybe trying to stack up some coffers. Like, maybe the idea is that you buy the patrons, and then you swap out of them. Like, you buy the patrons, you reveal them with Border Guard, you get your coffers, and then you swap out of them into Blessed Villages.
Okay, so we're gonna swap Necro. Maybe?
It would be funny if it's the Herb Gatherer that gets swapped. It's like, never mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see.
We do have two piles that are pretty low at this point, but not a super imminent pile out threat, just because lowering a third pile would almost inevitably involve swapping out of one of those two piles.
Yeah. Do we set channel status?
We did not.
Okay. I guess that's fine.
Nobody will know what's going on.
No, they will be so confused. Like, what is this?
All will be confusion.
Yeah. So, we did rotate the augurs. Or not. Never mind.
Alas. I do think this game gets more interesting if we get down to at least Sorceress, if not Sybil. But I can definitely understand the...
Is it Sybil or is it Sybil?
I would say Sybil, but I don't... I suppose I don't actually know for sure. Are they... Interesting that they're setting aside again, and they got the Flames Gift again. Wow. I guess we must have just turned over the boon pile.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. So, we disconnected.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of expecting a border guard here and then villager patron. Eureka seems more to be wanting to pick up the blessed villages on the byphase, so I guess I'm expecting border guard plus village.
Well,
rotating and taking 2 sorceresses, that seems like it would have been reasonable, but then again, I guess with the swap, yeah, like VRSmith gets to potentially swap into and play the sorceress first.
And Sybil or Sybil.
Well, you can't swap into Sybil because it costs 6.
Oh yeah, I know how swap works. I know these cards. But then like can buy a Sybil potentially.
Yeah.
So that, Yurika's back.
But this is why I wasn't, even though it might, like I sort of unthinkingly said it makes sense to pick up the Urd Gather, I'm actually not so sure that it did. Like it makes sense that you want someone to have an Urd Gather, but do you want to be the one with the Urd Gather?
It doesn't have to be you.
I mean, Eureka did get to trash more estates into golds than VRSmith did, except that VRSmith got to trash more estates just like straight up. Now, I don't think that was because of the Urd Gather or anything, but it could have been an advantage to have the Acolyte, I guess, is where I'm going with this, but it didn't really play out that way.
All right.
Try to reveal those patrons.
More swapping. Ooh,
oh, but didn't take the patron. Interesting. I was kind of expecting
maybe they were like, then... we have enough border guards, so we're gonna draw into the patron again.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't actually seem to be the case.
It's true.
I mean, I guess 1 in 5 chance here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we are.
we did it. We got another coffer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was all worth it, but
it probably also was not. I don't know. Not the strategy. I don't know.
The thing is, you need to be able to have like both swap and border guard in hand, right? And at some point, it was like you could only ever have one of them. So. Yeah.
Yeah, swap is, I don't know. I'm looking at the pods and I'm like, pods are low, but then again, it's swap, so they're not.
I mean, they are low. They definitely are low. They're not. It's still not. I don't think anybody's threatening to have like that quantity of gains. But you know, if you take like a couple blessed villagers or something, then it starts to get scary.
Yeah.
Necromancer double patron. All right, we're still doing this.
To get more coffers.
Yeah, I do find it interesting. Oh wow, this is a real dud for Eureka.
Yeah.
I think we can reasonably assume that they will not rotate here either.
What do?
I mean, at some point you probably want to buy a province, but
presumably this is not the point.
I don't know. Nope. Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. Totally was the point.
I mean, I think it makes sense. You could take the swap here. Oh, sorry, I meant the patron here because you have a swap in hand, but maybe again VRSmith just wants to cycle back around rather than. Oh, drew a patron. Sad.
They definitely have 1,000 more border guards, so you can still do a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, they keep. Oh, there's one. Okay.
That's the last one, I think.
Yeah, there's one border guard in the trash. Yeah. I'm gonna trash the. Oh, never mind. I guess Zombie Spy also can reveal patron. Wasn't even thinking about that. But at some point, Yeah, I was gonna say we do want to trash or swap out of these patrons, right? Actually, now maybe we want to swap into one. Well, there's a. How many cards are in the discard? 2 cards in the discard. Spy is look at. Oh. Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. That's sad.
So I guess it was a good idea for Utica to take the province. It's just like, it's not like we compile, but it's also not like we're very far away.
That last card is another charm, right?
Yes.
So yeah, with another charm in play, you know, you could get, well, 2 plus.
No, you could have gotten
with 1 buy. I don't know. It's not that close, but.
Well, you could have potentially had 4 buys, and there was enough money for.
Well, it's. I mean, it should be more efficient to use the charm for gain than buy, but. Depends on, like, not necessarily if you have, like, if you can return, I don't know. Yeah, no, I guess it doesn't really work because the 3 piles you're trying to empty are all different costs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Wow. All right. Let's see it. Sorceress Supreme.
So, what are you guessing here? Gold?
I'm playing my border guard first.
Why is that important?
Get more information about what cards I don't have to consider being left in my deck. Like this Acolyte.
Swap the Acolyte.
Swapping the Acolyte would help a little bit, yeah. Or not. Well, okay, if you want another Sorceress, you do need to not swap the Acolyte, of course.
Yeah. So we definitely have a lack of blessed villages now. Ooh. Oh no. Sag.
Did they really have that many Necromancers left? I mean, there's none of them in the trash, but how many of them are in VRSmith's deck? At least, like, I want to say 2?
I think Utica definitely has 2 Necromancers.
VRSmith has 2. So, yeah, they have 2 Necromancers, and they have
2 golds.
3 golds, I think?
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
But at this point,
but
like,
one of them was
discarded.
Yeah, so I guess it was equally likely.
Well.
All right. Well, they got the Sorceress advantage. They can get all of them. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, now that the Blessed Village pile is restocked, I guess it's not that scary anymore.
I don't think it's immediately dangerous. The question is how valuable having that Sorceress split is going to actually be. How many curses can they expect to get per play? Give out per play, and
yeah,
is that going to overcome the fact that right now it certainly seems like VRSmith has the overall better deck?
Yeah. Well, piling here still seems like a tall order. Like if you are swapping your blessed villages for patrons, but or the other way around, I don't know.
I will be curious to see if VRSmith is going to try to pick up some Sybils this turn rather than provincing again. Could go like double Sybil.
Yep. And does.
Okay.
Exactly what she does. All right.
That might be hard for Eureka to match too. Like VRSmith might end up with 3 Sybils if she wants to. because Eureka doesn't have the coffers stockpiled. Plus village.
Swap. That Will-O-Wisp does not draw a whole lot, does it?
No. Eureka does have like a couple coppers left, and that's... Oh, and border guards.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, the Mountain's Gift. That's not really what you want.
Maybe we trash this Will-O-Wisp.
Certainly an option. Trash the patron.
Will-O-Wisp could set up Mason.
It could, yeah. Or Sorceress.
True.
Yeah, here you go. Take the Sorceress, play the Wisp. Give out a curse. Value. Unless you happen to see... But you didn't.
Amazing. Ooh.
This should be...
Can be a copper, can be a gold.
Swap?
Can be a swap. I don't actually know.
There's only one gold, one copper, plus villages at most. Like
it should be another sorceress,
1 or 2.
right?
There are 2 more sorceresses. Yeah, maybe that.
Oh,
is,
2, right? Yeah.
Maybe that is the guess. Yeah. I don't know how many what the swap distribution is. Oh. Every time I see that, I like think it's like acting like Wishing Well, and I'm like, oh, they got to draw the card. They guessed right. Yeah. Oh no, that's not what happened.
Yeah. So when you play Wishing Well or Sorceress, do you wish for the card that you need or wish for the card that you think it is?
Well, with Sorceress, you should just wish for the card that you think it is, because there's no advantage to... Like, you're going to draw the card either way.
That's true.
With Wishing Well, it's more complicated. And it depends, like, on how many Wishing Wells you have left and stuff like that. Or other cards that potentially draw.
In a situation like that, I mean, when like that's your the last action card in your hand.
It depends on, like, you know, do you really need to hit a particular price point? Do you have like a high density of like drawing cards that are left? Oh no, VRSmith did it in the wrong order. Yeah.
That's so relatable.
Yeah.
She's just like us.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The interface definitely is not like there is a clear way of seeing how that works, but it's not always immediately obvious. Although in that case, it looked like maybe she just forgot to click on Plus Village because she wanted the action and not to have to burn the villager, which makes sense. Or maybe she did she play it and then misorder it? I don't even.
Yeah, she misordered it. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, did she not play the Blessed Village, or did she play the Blessed Village and then trash and then undo both of those things?
No, you have to. No. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm not sure if she misordered the cards or if she forgot to play Blessed Village, and now we can't check. But it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
This is fine. We're fine.
Yeah, see, this is like kind of what I was thinking with so Eureka did get 2 Sibyls. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe Eureka's deck isn't good enough to make the curses stick here. Although in theory...
Oh, is this... We are very close. Are there like any other Any cards that are not swaps, border guards, or blessed villages to like swap? Probably
Treasure.
not. Well, apart from this treasure, we would need another one, right? Patron.
But do you need another one? Like, is...
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're like 1 coin short.
No, why? This is like if you find your patron.
If you play swap right now and you exchange treasure for swap.
Yeah.
1 coin short of winning.
You find your patron.
Or well, no, more than 1 coin because you're not actually ahead on points. Oh, here you go.
Yeah. So this is it.
Yeah.
Nice. Like I said, swap is terrifying. Or it's not.
Wait, what?
I'm confused now. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not. Okay, well.
Does this also
Weren't there a line?
work?
Wasn't there a line?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that I think that was just a missed win. I mean, if so, they instead of swapping Blessed Village to Patron, if they do it the other way around, right? Then there's 2 Blessed Villages left.
Yeah. And you need an estate.
well, no, you don't take Blessed Village, you take swap.
Well, you exchange treasure for swap. You exchange patron for blessed village. That leaves 2 blessed villages.
The treasure was already exchanged for Blessed Village.
Okay, so you just need to like.
So there'd be 3 Blessed Villages. What I'm not sure about is if they actually
maybe they didn't find the patron.
Points, right? They had 2 charms.
Well, I thought it was about like finding the patron to swap patron for blessed village, and then you have 3 buys, 2 villages, and. But at least enough money for an estate, which is all that you needed.
Yes, so if they turn if they could turn both of the patrons that they ended up playing into swap Blessed Village, then yes. I'm just trying to figure out if they actually had the swaps to do that.
Well, they had 1 swap. They had 2 swaps left. They had the treasure and the patron.
Plays a swap. Returns a treasure, gains a Blessed Village. Plays a swap.
It's probably they didn't find the patron.
Returns the Blessed Village, gains a patron. Yeah, I think they didn't have... I think they may have not had the swaps. Swap to the swap. Yeah, right. Okay, if they had taken swap off of the first... off of exchanging the treasure, but then the problem is that...
They still had a swap in hand.
Wouldn't have gotten the Sun's Gift.
It was about finding them. I mean, this is the safer way to do this. But I think there was a winning line there.
Well, the winning line might have just involved not playing the swap yet, because they also had the Blessed Village in hand at the time that they played the swap, I think. Like, I think they might have been able to scout for it. But, okay, well...
I think this is, like, super safe, so...
It's definitely safe.
Here we go again. It's gonna be the gold.
Oh.
Ooh. Hello.
And now this is another guaranteed curse. All right, 3 curses in a turn. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's enough, but it's pretty good.
They have another sorceress. So
they do.
If they keep like their Sybil here, they should be able to hand out 4 curses even,
yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yep.
So I think
that still might not be enough though.
Probably because they have to score, right? And then I don't know if they can do double. Yeah.
I mean, right now they have 11 coins, and I don't think they have another gold, but that's...
And another copper.
Did they not trash it yet?
Did they?
Don't know. I guess not. Okay. So that is actually pretty close, but I don't know where else they'd be getting coins from. Swapping into patron, if they've got something else down there to swap, would do it. That's not going to empty piles, of course, so they'd still might... Like, if they double province and VRSmith is down 4 points, I still think there's a good chance that VRSmith can just win.
If they find everything. I mean, now they don't have the lantern, so it might be a little more difficult to get through the deck, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why Why are we stopping here?
I don't know. Bottom decking the province certainly seems correct. I don't know what else there is to consider.
Surely you want to play your sorceress now.
Yes. Yeah, you play sorceress, and then I think you play Sybil immediately afterwards, like just because you want to find something to swap that's going to get you to double province if you can. I think that's more important than giving out one more curse. Yeah, okay. I guess you can swap the Wisp. Maybe it's better to swap the swap, though, to make it harder for VRSmith to pile.
I like that, yeah. It's a bummer that you can't swap into Charm.
Yeah, well, I think swap is probably good enough as it is.
You could also swap into Treasurer.
Yeah, I said Patron, but there's no reason it can't be Treasurer.
Take the key, just make it as difficult as possible for... Whoa, why didn't we Sorceress?
I don't know.
Do we want to swap the Sorceress? Surely not.
I mean, they think they have a win, but I don't know how they would... They just swapped into Blessed Village, which seems really bold.
Super risky, yeah. Do they have more swaps?
I mean, as it happens...
But they also don't have enough money to double, right?
As it happens, this Sun's Gift is going to stop the Sorceress anyway, but I am confused about the fact that they didn't... Like, maybe they did think that they could win. I just don't know where they would have gotten... If they were swapping into another Blessed Village and another Sorceress, I just don't know where they would have got... Oh, Necromancer as patron would do it. Okay. Oh, or that.
Does it? Oh.
Well, if you can hit the money, which you can't, so I'm still confused. What is that last card that they left on top?
It's a copper. No, it's a province that they bought in deck.
The province got discarded with the Sun's Gift.
Oh, that's right.
They topped a copper, Blessed Village, Necromancer. The Necromancer...
It's the copper, right?
Yeah, I guess it has to be. Why wouldn't you play the Blessed Village there? I'm confused.
Me too.
What else is confused? Yes, there are currently 19 boons left in the
Very confused. Yeah, classic. What is Steph even doing?
I really don't understand, like, what... It's like it seems like they were going for a win, but I don't understand what the plan was, like how this was going to work.
So, do you just buy the Blessed Village here?
Yeah. You might as well undo playing swap. What is that going to... Oh, wait, they drew the copper. What is that card?
They have two coppers.
Yeah, but but are we sure that that's the other one?
I mean, you could scroll up. I'm sure they had one of the Cybles.
They put a copper on the bottom. Oh, they put a copper on the bottom after the province. Then the Sun's Gift saw a different copper. Okay, it is copper.
They have two coppers left.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I mean, there's like
seems
still...
like not far enough to undo to fix this.
No. I mean, swapping the Blessed Village into... Treasure...
It helps a bit. I mean, it...
You can double.
Yeah, and VRSmith is still going to win. But
VRSmith is still going to win.
I just don't... I don't think that there was a line for them that won. I don't think it really matters whether you Necromancer, as Mason, or whether you use a swap or whatever. Like, I think all of that, like, I don't think there was any way for them to pile and get enough points. Because even with having given out 4 curses, I mean, I guess they only needed to hit Province Duchy. Maybe that's the thought process. Is that if you can... Okay. That, sure, okay. That actually, you swap the Blessed Village into swap, and then you need province, duchy, Blessed Village. Wait, maybe no, because you don't. Well, you have plus buy. Can you use charm?
But you still need. Oh wait, you only need province, duchy.
Yeah, they might actually have this. If 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's the copper on the bottom, then yeah, you can get province and then duchy swap by playing the charm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That.
We stand corrected.
Well, it was only because they got the forest gift.
And they're gone. And they're back.
Yeah, it would not have worked with with like any other boon other than maybe Earth's Gift.
So that was very impressive. I'm not gonna make any predictions anymore. Like, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they had a reliable line there, but yeah, that should have worked with Earth's Gift because they hit 14, which meant they could have spared a copper to take the Blessed Village that way instead. But then they would have had to swap into swap instead, I guess, or something. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't actually work.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Game 2, and we have pizza.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm pretty sure that. But I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't even work with Earth's Gift because they wouldn't have had the money.
Yeah, I wonder if there was like a winning line for VRSmith that turn, or if it was just wishful thinking. But I think
there was.
I think there was. Anyway, okay, we have carriage and specialist. We have a real village too.
Treasure again.
Or like a traditional village.
Mm-hmm.
Treasure again. We have Margrave and supplies and a lot of trashing, by which I mean Church and Forge and Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, and VRSmith has the 5-2, which I guess is gonna be supplies Margrave.
Could also be Treasure, but yeah, probably Margrave.
And then on a 4-3, I find Cardinal more and more fun to play with. I don't know if you would open Cardinal over.
Whoa! That's super unexpected. I would have gone Church Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I think like there's some nice synergy. Yeah, there's some nice synergy there, and the Jack is good against the Margrave.
True.
VRSmith
just I am waiting for that, yeah.
With coppers, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, so you just get second Margrave?
I would take Treasurer. I mean, I know that it's like a little bit awkward, but I'm just like, I want the good card.
Ooh, someone is thinking the same.
And look, I mean, in this case, I guess it didn't maybe help because, yeah, that made it more likely that VRSmith drew the Treasurer, but I don't know. The Cardinal is just...
I like the Cardinal.
Oh, no. I do not at all. I think it's bad.
They're so rude.
Jack seems so much better. It's the Forge.
All right.
See, Eureka knows that Cardinal is bad. They just discarded it to the Margrave attack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what it means.
I think so.
I don't know. I guess like Cardinal is just like hoping you hit.
You can high roll and have it swing super in your favor. The odds are that it won't.
Pizza.
Pizza. So, okay, I was about to say Eureka still doesn't have a Margrave, but does now. They chose to get Treasurer over Margrave, which is interesting considering they had Church already.
It's a choice. Right? Thank you.
I'm not necessarily disputing that. I mean, I would actually dispute it, but I'm mostly just saying I don't think it's good to open here.
They don't leave me like... Oh wait, I was gonna say, can you leave me one of the church cards to be fine to open with? But I guess church is like a fine church card to open.
I hear chapel's pretty good. Cathedral.
Chapel? No way.
Cathedral's pretty good. So they say.
They do, in fact. Say so. Okay.
Look at this.
Here we go.
Can we do anything fun with Forge here?
VRSmith has a Cardinal too now.
It's true. I don't see much to be done with this Forge other than just get clean.
Another Forge, obviously.
I think you're just...
Or you like gain a province.
Forge the Cardinal into 2 estates and a copper into a province.
Yes, it's very...
Yeah, it works for me.
Boo.
Oh, interesting.
Boo,
Getting rid of the gold. They can, I mean, the supplies, they can pull it out of the trash. Oh, they already have the key anyway. Okay, yeah, nice. Pizzas were invented in the time of Little Caesar. That's right. Pizza.
What is Little Caesar?
It's a pizza chain that has advertisements where they say pizza.
Oh, I see. And we got 2 specialists.
Yeah, good for gain and play. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for VRSmith. Oh, nice. That's really good.
Nice.
That's really good. I mean, the odds of hitting something good off of pizza were pretty good.
You could have hit the Forge. I mean...
Yeah, that's true. You could hit the Forge. You saying you wouldn't want that?
Well, no, I would have loved it. Just turn Specialist Horse into a province.
Forge more supplies and then pull them out of the trash. Or gold, whatever.
Yeah, you can basically just do the same thing, right?
Forge, if you forge gold into gold and then pull it out of the trash, it's like you played a mint. Amazing.
Whoa.
Even better. We've minted a supply. So I mean, that is probably better just because, horse is good.
So yeah, got rid of Eureka's Margrave.
That does hurt. Get all the specialists. And look at that. Forge is right here to not get pizza. Yeah, this seems pretty over to me. How about that Cardinal open? Yeah. How about it? I am surprised that they've struggled as much as they have to get thin with the church. But I guess that I don't know. I mean, they were getting Margrave attacked from pretty early, and church isn't that fast of a trasher by itself.
Yeah. Let the record show it was not about the Cardinal opening, it was about the Margrave opening.
I'm gonna say it was both, or the lack of a Jack opening. I really do think opening Jack would have been good there. Oh, here come the gains, the specializing. Just trying to. Oh, they actually gained specialist there. I thought they were gonna gain another Cardinal.
Just gain the rest of the specialists.
Yeah, maybe. But I was like, it was looking like VRSmith was just gonna try to put Eureka's entire deck into exile. 3 villages and a Margrave is pretty bad.
Provinces. Okay.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that was necessary, but at the same time, you could like do specialist on forge and like empty the province pile this turn potentially.
Mill. Probably get another forge.
If you can draw, specialist forge double province, you can. Well, I guess depends on whether you're trying to gain another forge or not. 1 province is enough if you're just going to gain forge. Or just pile on the stuff. Sure.
All right. Yeah, that.
Lots of ways to win from there.
Yeah. So 1-1, heading into game 3. There's Conclave. Do you see the Conclave?
I do.
It's Conclave. I like Conclave.
I hadn't heard.
Okay, so there's villages, there is thinning, there's no trashing. Well, there's Crystal Ball.
And Bounty Hunter.
Well, thinning.
Yeah.
And Crystal Ball and Tiara will help. Oh, that's true. Gaining wealthy villages. There's draw is a problem here.
It is, yes. I mean, I guess you hope for a figurehead.
Or 2.
Sure.
Dream big.
Sextant, also pretty valuable in that context. Puzzle box.
So does Pious mean Tiara is a good opening here?
I would open Bounty Hunter over Tiara.
Sure. Yeah.
Tiara's gonna. I mean, you're gonna get some Tiaras, but like Bounty Hunter's gonna keep thinning cards. Oh well, Eureka disagrees with me, and so does VRSmith. So I'm probably wrong.
I mean, here you go, wealthy village. Hello.
Well, that if you get that, I mean, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
It is pretty nice.
I'm not sure top decking the wealthy village does anything, but all right.
To gain a second Tiara.
I mean, I do want a bounty hunter. I don't know, like, so they've got 2 estates down there, they've got their Tiara, and they've got 3 coppers. So and there's a chance that they'll hit. No, they've seen the silver. There's a chance that they'll hit 5.
What did they?
No, there's not even. Yeah, there's no chance that they hit 5. So I guess, there's. You can go either way and just pick up the bounty hunter here. Yeah. And top decking the bounty hunter is nice. So yeah, I like that order.
That's a lot of Tiaras.
It is a lot of Tiaras. I mean, loot is good here, so it does make sense. I'm still surprised by the lack of bounty hunters, but maybe just the VRSmith figures the tempo is better, and they can.
And they can get a bounty hunter here.
Yeah.
If they still need one, which presumably they do.
I mean, they'll definitely want one at some point because you're gonna, if nothing else, you're gonna want to probably exile provinces. But nope, just more Tiaras. Okay.
All the Tiaras. Bam.
Are we gonna see them play with distant lands? I would think so.
Over provinces?
Well, not necessarily over provinces, but just, at all.
So many Tiaras. Wah.
What do you do with 3 coins, though? Awkward.
Fry.
That does sound good.
And buys.
Yeah. Figurehead.
Here we go.
Hey, Tiara figurehead's really nice.
Tiara chalice is nice.
Yeah.
Not a thing you see very often.
No. I have seen King's Cash Chalice though.
Oh,
I've
really?
Seen,
that is
actually,
fun too.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember they actually did it, but I'm pretty sure I saw somebody at least have the opportunity to do it twice in the same game.
That is pretty cool. I don't. Yeah.
This is maybe one too many tiaras.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm sure I'm wrong.
Need a bounty hunter to bounty hunt the tiara.
Oh my gosh.
It was in fact not enough.
Apparently. That tiara figurehead is so strong. VRSmith's gonna practically draw a deck this turn.
Well, sort of.
I mean, they've got a couple wealthy villages down there, right? It's gonna get pretty close.
I think about 2. Well, yeah, you are right. They are.
It's pretty close.
It is pretty close, yeah. Okay, so this could be wealthy village distant lands if we want to go that route.
Yeah, I don't know how many wealthy villages you want to take before you start scoring. The nice thing is you can choose to top deck the distant lands when you think like, yeah, I can just like get them out of the way quickly.
Ooh, here we go, Sextant. Nice. So does the Tiara...
Oh, there's the distant lands, but they didn't top deck... Well, they didn't have a Tiara in play.
That was my question, because the Tiara Chalice... That doesn't mean it's...
This is this turn.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, it's a good thing that that's on the card.
Orb. So that you can play figurehead. You can discard it with Sextant and then play it with Orb if you don't draw it. Although you can't Tiara it that way, unfortunately. Still probably worth, though.
So
yeah, we have one distant lands taken by Eureka. Hammer is pretty underwhelming here, I have to say. Not that the tiaras are gone anyway. Second bounty hunter is probably fine.
Conclave.
Conclave that is definitely just a fancy silver.
It's so fancy though.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with this, really. Actually, like, I wouldn't... If I could pick up a crystal ball with it, I would totally do that, but... Yeah. I mean, I guess there's enough wealthy villages in the deck that maybe crystal ball isn't amazing, but it would be better than nothing, probably.
What do bounty hunter Baron?
I would not want a Baron.
Mm.
I think I would just take a second bounty hunter here. Guardian.
2 Guardian.
That is a lot of Guardians.
You're not convinced?
If you
manage not to see them again, then it's fine. But I think you will. I don't think the game's that close to ending, and the decks aren't that fat. Wait, top decks of Province? Okay, because they knew Bounty Hunter was coming up.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so here you can do what you... Well, if you see... Here it is.
Yeah, discard the figurehead, and then orbit.
Probably discard the tiaras.
You surely have more of them down there.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, so they discarded everything but one tiara. And now they top deck 2 tiaras. Figurehead, yep.
Do you take this last wealthy village?
Probably. Might as well.
And province?
Maybe. You could also think about double distant lands. Or like, it's probably...
Wealthy fleet distant lands.
Yeah, I mean, normally taking fleet this early is a little weird. And it might not be very good here, depending on how this plays out, but okay, they do take it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the nice thing about taking it here is that if you're going to take a distant lands, like maybe you don't want the second distant lands in your deck, like maybe you only ever want one, and so fleet, you know, it's like reasonable timing for that. Province distant lands?
Double distant lands? Could be double distant lands merchant camp, so you can play both of them.
I suppose.
Or like conclave. Conclave! Double distant lands conclave.
Oh, whoa. Does take the Baron. Huh.
Wild.
That's really exciting. Surprising to me. So VRSmith can only get to 12 here, which makes me think...
If she takes them for an O.
Yeah, might as well which makes me think it's going to be at least one usage for next turn. Sitting 12 doesn't seem valuable. Yeah, I could see double next turn, and I could see 1 and 1. Depending on whether she wants province or distant land. Okay, province. No bounty hunter, though.
True.
Imagine this is just province.
Province. Could be distant lands conclave, you know?
It could. I mean, distant lands and conclave do have synergy because conclave can play any number of distant lands.
It's so good.
Take another bounty hunter here. It's a little dubious at this point. What do they have in exile? Province Copper, yeah. Too bad bounty hunter exiling distant lands doesn't actually get you the
I was gonna say, yeah. Yes, thank you, Iris. It is an incredible... Conclave is an incredible card. And I'm so sad that my co-commentator doesn't acknowledge that.
It's okay.
I feel very misunderstood.
That Baron gain was so weird to me. Like, you could totally end up colliding that Baron with... Whoa, Copper, what? What is going on? Okay. The estates I kind of get... Uh-oh. Should have gotten the Conclave.
What did I say? What do you do here? You probably don't want to trigger that shuffle. Discard the Tiara.
Do you not? Yeah, maybe not.
Or do you want to trigger it? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it looks like yes.
Oh.
I mean, the nice thing about triggering the shuffle is that now any of your green that you're adding is not going to be in there.
That is true. That makes sense.
So you can just be like, province estate. It's fine.
So Eureka is looking for... Oh, no. Eureka hasn't triggered their shuffle yet, right? So can't find
Correct.
estate.
Correct.
But with the hammer, we're like pretty close to piling estates. So that looks pretty good.
3 estates. Well, I mean, there is fleet to keep in mind.
Yeah,
piling estates
but...
isn't necessarily what you want, because then your fleet turn could just be absolute garbage. Meanwhile, if you know, if VRSmith grabs a province on their fleet turn, or
how many buys do you have? You have like 2 with Baron and then 3 with Tiara. You can gain 4 with Amphora and 2 hammers.
Oh, goes for Guardian over estate. Okay.
Ooh. So Eureka can pile. The question is, do we think that is a good idea?
I mean, they won't actually trigger the shuffle.
It is.
They might just be going like,
yeah.
No, they are gonna. That surprises me. I would have expected.
I like it.
To leave 1 estate and take the province.
Ooh, I would have taken a duchy there, wouldn't you?
No. For distant lands? No, I don't think so.
But like, are you gonna... Oh, because you can top deck the...
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, so now...
So yeah, that's pretty cool. That worked out pretty nicely.
the distant lands will make the difference. Well, I guess actually Eureka has enough for province anyway.
Nice.
It's still, that still felt risky to me. Like, I guess if they knew that they had the bounty hunter coming up, that helps.
So 2-1 for Eureka going into game 4. This looks very naked.
I mean, I guess it does. I guess estate distant lands is only 1. You know, it is almost as many points as province. So maybe it's a bit risky.
So risky. Okay, so we have trashing. We have a village that's a little not great.
It works all right with Scholar. I mean, for what that's worth, I don't. You'd have to get an awful lot of them is the problem. But...
Yeah. I would open Forager Transmog.
Yeah, that seems good to me. You're gonna have to play with merchant camps, surely, like one way or another. You know, whether you're doing Scholar or you just want to draw with like Wild Hunts or Slays or combination.
On 5-2, you would open Slay Spices.
I guess
or
so,
like guess
yeah.
like depending on if it's 5-2 or 2-5, you can open spices, forager or something.
Yeah. 2-5, yeah. Slay spices, I guess.
Okay. Oh no, that was like someone got double forager. No, they didn't. Okay.
Second T-Mog. Interesting. To me, that suggests that they have a plan for T-Mog that goes beyond just getting rid of estates and then like something tactical beyond that. But I don't know what that plan is.
Well,
spices to spices
expands into provinces, obviously. Yes.
Yeah, spices into spices is the first thing I can think of, but maybe there's something else you can do with that.
Why are we...
We're taking a silver here. Okay. To hit 5 for spices. Why did Yuri not call T-Mog there?
Oh, that's what they were thinking?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, why are we stopping? But yeah.
Well, I think it doesn't make sense. Like, what did
no, it makes sense that that's why we were stopping. Like,
sure.
Considering, I think.
I don't know. I would have just clicked on T-Mog real fast.
Okay, see.
Because it's like, I have estates. Like, why do I have this T-Mog if not to trash estates?
Yeah. Well, to be able to trash it here.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe the thought process is I don't want to use it if I'm not hitting 5 or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, sacrificing their sleigh. Oh, they got 2. Never mind. I am paying attention.
Okay, so we do have 2 scholars gained here, so maybe that is what the players are going to go for. Definitely some anti-synergy with the 3rd T-Mog. Wow. Definitely some anti-synergy with the spices stuff, but I mean, the coffers are still going to be good, so.
Are we saving this estate for the T-Mog?
Well, maybe. I don't think I would. Well, maybe. I mean, you're hitting. I guess it depends on what you want to buy. Hit 5 either way, but if that's not what you want to hit, then. I mean, maybe they want to buy expand. Trashing the estate would be better for that. Save the coffer.
Maybe.
But instead they go Merchant Camp Scholar. Alright, this is nice. Pop, pop, go the coppers.
Are we thinking about trashing the silver?
Maybe. What does that accomplish? It's a net of +1 coin this turn. I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Dollar Merchant Camp. Okay, yeah. Well, it seems like both players are going this direction. Tiaras says, I'm not sure if the fancy play beats Spice's money. I'm not either. I think expand at least makes it plausible. If it wasn't for expand, I would say it almost certainly does not. But
you can turn a forager into a merchant camp here and play your slay. But they did not. They didn't want to do that. Fine. They have 3 foragers.
I mean, I can understand the idea of like leave the T-Mog on the mat until you need it to like really rescue your turn, not just make it a little better.
Mm.
And still buy expands. Yeah, that is true, of course. I mean, in theory, the Merchant Camp Scholar deck should be wanting to play like multiple expands a turn and be able to get a bunch of green at once that way and maybe not have to touch it before that. I don't know how good that actually is, but it could work out. It also has the option to pick up some Wild Hunts and score that way as well against a money deck. I guess the money deck could play with Wild Hunt and try to snipe points, but I don't know how well that would work out. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad that they see the Scholar here, but they've got another one.
Yeah. Very nice.
All right. We got to get an expand at this point, right?
Expand and another merchant camp?
Yeah, maybe. And there's definitely a dud risk with that. That's going to be pretty much the case in general.
How many merchant camps do you top deck? 1?
Yeah, I think top decking more than 1 just makes it too unlikely that you see a Scholar. Spices, okay.
Could still be an expand.
It could, yeah. I still think it should be. I think this all doesn't go very far without expand.
Well, let's see if they agree.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could maybe the idea of delaying the expand is that you don't like really care about having it that much until you're ready to start greening. Whoa, silver copper, what?
Wild.
Yeah, that I don't understand. Force into merchant camp is definitely like feels bad in the abstract, but makes a lot of sense. It's like, well, no, horse is better. But it does make sense.
Don't kill the horsey.
And I assume that's part of the reason that
expand.
VRSmith wanted the extra T-Mogs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need forager food, though? Like, I mean, what? Like, you're not accomplishing very much by just buying silver and copper to attract a forager. Like, that's kind of just, I don't know. You can get forager food from Slay if you have the actions. I mean, that's not... having actions is definitely a potential issue, but...
Is there a way to salvage this turn for Eureka?
We do have a T-Mog down, so no. They didn't have a merchant camp.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You have to be strong now.
It's fine. I'm not upset about it. I just think it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so they do.
Oh, they got 2
now
expands?
each have
the
expand.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see what they do with it. I mean, expanding horses, similar to T-mogging, it could definitely be a relevant thing to do. Expanding a forager here would make sense to me. You don't really need 3 foragers.
Yeah.
Definitely keep the T-mog.
Run out of... Maybe? I don't know. Run out of forager food?
Yeah.
Which is why you have to buy silvers and coppers, obviously.
No.
It's very important.
I think
expand forager into spices?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. I think forager into spices would make a lot of sense. Forager into spices, play your T-mog.
Play Slay, Scholar.
Well, if you play Slay, then you don't have any actions left. I don't know how many actions there are left to play down in those last 7 cards, but there should be at least a T-mog. Oh no, wait, they have 2 T-mogs on the tavern mat. No, they have 1. What is... Okay.
Just kidding. How many does Yurika have? Yurika should have 2.
Yurika has 2, so T-mog has 3. I mean, T-mog has 3. VRSmith has 3. One on the mat, and then the other one they just played, and then the one they called.
Yoda much? Yoda much?
Yeah.
Well, I still have a copper and a silver. Okay. Can like trash 1 copper and then expand 1 forager. Ooh, or not.
Well, they're probably going to expand the horse. They could do spices to province, I guess. What happened? The tavern mat said 2, and then I moused over it, and then it said 1. That's what happened.
We were lied to.
There was much confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if they were going to do that, if they're going to expand the spices... Oh, there's already spices in the trash. Okay. Alright, so we're going for province here, which does set up the possibility of doing some milling. I'm a little surprised because it's not like you couldn't expand spices into province and you'd get the coffers from that. And it's not
what
like
do you mean
there's
you
a
get the
pile-out threat.
coffers?
Well, if you buy spices instead of buying province, you get coffers from spices.
I see, yeah.
So I'm not really sure what the advantage of buying province there is if you don't expect the game to end, which I wouldn't expect the game to end. Unless VRSmith isn't planning to expand the province, is just going to keep it. And just wants to build up a points lead, which I guess is possible, but it doesn't play very nicely with the deck.
Would you get a second expand?
I would want to, yeah. With this deck, anyway. So that's another thing they could have done, actually, is take a second expand. Yeah, like an extended greening phase is going to be rough on these decks. I mean, I guess you can always do expand province into province if you find both of them, but what if you don't? And the Scholar does discard it, so I guess it's not as bad as some draw to X, but...
Spices?
Yeah, maybe.
Are these 2 tavern mats? 2 transmogs?
No.
No.
Which makes sense because Yurika has 2 T-mogs and one of them is in play.
Yes.
Gold, copper, man, these coppers, I just don't know about that. The gold is weird too. Like, I mean, in theory, it powers up the foragers, but VRSmith has more foragers, so like, why? You can expand spices into province just as easily as you can gold, so it's all very confusing to me. T-Mog it into expand. Well, that's rather hopeful, if so.
Yeah.
Much more likely not to have the chance to do that.
This might look sad for Eureka the next turn.
They can T-Mog their expand, but that is that's pretty sad if that's what they end up having to do. All right, so are we expanding the spices of the province? That will be telling, I think. And are we trashing the sleigh? Yes. Spices in the province. Okay.
Could trash the transmog.
I was gonna say I don't think that's gonna be the play. Well, they trash the other sleigh. Seems a bit unfortunate to do that and to have no horses in the deck.
Are you going to play the scholar?
Unless what that doesn't do anything. Draw province in your starting hand and win. Yeah, pretty much.
What else is in the discard? Is it only the province?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
So double province here is safe.
Is it? Why?
Should be safe, but your VRSmith doesn't know that. Just because of this bad draw.
But like if Eureka transmogs expand into Scholar, can they not hit double?
Hit double province duchy with no expand? I doubt it.
I mean, they wouldn't need double province duchy.
Or double province estate. I doubt it. With no coffers.
They have a... Oh, coffer. Yeah. It was like, they have a copper. They bought one.
I don't know. I guess they did buy the gold. Maybe they could, but... In any case, VRSmith takes a second expand in a duchy. See, yeah, this is just it's confusing. The ordering here is confusing to me because I would have thought that having the second expand already would have been better than having the province. But here we are. In hand. Yeah, VRSmith should win this off of the triple T-Mog call. Unless Eureka can...
So you just
pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
You transmog expand into province and then again and then again. And then
again. Oh, sorry.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
So you get triple province.
Yeah, here. You lower 3 provinces, then you fourth. So Eureka doesn't try to save the turn. It just goes double duchy, and yeah, this should be an easy win for VRSmith. I mean, it's not yet. It's maybe not yet guaranteed, but
it probably is.
Could even. Oh, good point. Yeah, you can just play the foragers. You don't even need to play the scholar.
All right. So far this has been second player advantage.
Yep.
Even match so far.
Broken game. Second player always wins.
This is even more naked.
Why do we...
I can't deal with this.
It's more naked?
Yeah.
How is it more naked?
It doesn't even have horses.
Oh, yeah, okay. But it does have Colony Platinum, which is actually 2 more... There's like 1 more card than just horse.
But it's on the side. It's fine. I can deal with it.
Be strong.
I will try my best. Okay, so there's no village, which is sad.
Well, there's Mastermind, but there's not really anything good to Mastermind.
There's no village.
Mastermind is definitely a village.
But not on this board.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as...
Finicky.
Yeah.
I mean, you can...
I don't know. I think like this is the type of board that I would not know what to do with. I guess like yeah, no.
You can still draw with stowaways and like maybe also monkey.
So you would open stowaway?
No.
What do you open? Silver carpenter? Do you want a carpenter?
Carpenter for stowaway could be good, but I mean, you probably just want maroon.
Mm-hmm.
Mastermind a monkey, now your opponent can't gain things. Yeah.
Unclear.
Although there's also not any plus buy, so like the value of drawing a whole bunch of cards is itself somewhat limited. It's definitely an awkward kingdom.
Would you try to just play money here?
I don't know.
Get like maroon money.
I mean, I think you want a mint because you can gain platinums. So, like, open silver, maroon, try to hit mint. Go from there. Maybe you also consider playing with Fool's Gold. Minting Fool's Gold is pretty solid. I mean, not in the, like the opening, but...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so you could do it now, but of course you're going to have... Well, I guess you can buy the Fool's Gold next turn.
That's true.
And start minting that. This, it could be correct. Falconer. Ooh. Okay, so we're going a different direction here. Mm-hmm. Maybe we're going for stowaways. Mm-hmm. I mean, Falconer gaining stowaway to hand, like the stowaway can react to its own gain and go into play, right? So that is pretty good.
Oh, and a carpenter. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. Minty,
okay.
minty.
I would find it really hard to pass up the mint here. Minty fresh. So thematic. You can. It's called mint because it makes you.
It makes your deck.
Makes your
deck fresh.
Yeah.
Do you know what the platinum makes me think of?
No.
Surface pressure. Diamonds and platinum, I find them, I flatten them. I take what I'm handed, I break what's demanded, but under the surface. Something, something. Tightrope walker in a 3-ring circus.
These commentary sessions have not typically been of the Dominion singing variety, but
yes, and I
we could move in that direction.
I'm sad about that. I demand that they do. Do you know A Whole New World?
Yeah,
have you heard of a song?
I think you know
called...
the answer to that question.
No more like, do you know the lyrics?
Most of them probably. Oh, nice. Oh, this is so good. Okay, you buy the... Yeah. You buy the stowaway, react with the falconer to gain a stowaway, react with the stowaway, you get to play the stowaway. Awesome. I do wonder whether there's going to come a point where, like, there's not a good way to keep, like, reacting and then drawing as a... It's going to be... But there are plenty of multi-types here to gain with that falconer, so maybe not.
Why did it say VRSmith failed to play Stowaway? Because I don't know, actually. That is weird.
I mean, they have all the stowaways in play.
It's like, yeah, I don't, like, they clearly played the stowaway. It's like there are two, the log is implying that there were two triggers for stowaway there, but I don't know what the second trigger would have been. Like, it reacted to the first one, and then it couldn't react to the second one, but what was the second trigger? I don't know.
I can show you the world.
Maybe it was in the window of the first duration gained, then it reacted to the second. So it reacted, so the stowaway, because it, oh yes, that makes sense. So you buy a stowaway, and then the second stowaway is reacting to that gain because it's still chaining off of that, because the falconer is reacting to that, which means the stowaway can also react to that. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Oh. Okay, I'm not thinking about Disney songs. I promise I'm not.
Triple play the falconer, gain 3 stowaways. That's more draw than you probably need at this point. But maybe, yeah, maybe you just gain like 1 to 2 stowaways and a fool's gold, and then you can. We're inside the program the whole time. What an unexpected place for bugs to be. I guess VRSmith doesn't want fool's gold. Okay. A little surprising to me. Because you gain 2 fool's golds here. Is that... I guess that wouldn't be enough.
Aren't like 4
for platinum.
4 of the cards that are... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe...
there aren't 3 of them stowaways. That's so many stowaways. But you can react all of them now.
Maybe, honestly, maybe it would have been worth... I wonder, would it have been worth to gain triple fool's gold just to hit platinum? Maybe not. I don't know.
Stowaway only reacts to duration, right? And falconer reacts to everything that's 2 types.
Multi-type, yep. But there's a lot of those left, right? There's fool's gold is a multi-type. Monkey is a multi-type and a duration. Mastermind is a multi-type and a duration.
Yeah.
Falconer is a multi. I mean, yeah. So stowaways have already been piled.
Yeah, with I think it's 6-4. Is
in VRSmith's favor, assuming, since they have 4 already in play. Aren't all durations multi-type? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would mean for a duration
estate,
not to be multi-type. It would have to be like a non, like, it's not an action, it's not a treasure, it's not a night card, it's not
just
a victory
duration.
card, it's just a duration.
It's just an orange card.
Yeah, I don't know why they trashed Copper over Estate. Maybe it's like the plus buy, lack of plus buy thing.
Oh, it is 5-5. I stand corrected.
Wow, that's a little bit of an awkward distribution for VRSmith.
Yeah, it's not very balanced, unless, yeah.
So is this another mastermind? And then you like start chaining masterminds next turn? Is that good? I don't even know.
So if you gain the mastermind, you can play both of your... can react Stowaway and Falconer.
Yep. And reacting Falconer lets you hit platinum, so that seems nice. I think Mastermind should be better here than Monkey. like next turn you mastermind the mastermind, and then the turn after that you can mastermind, and then also some other stuff. I mean, it gets really complicated really fast, but
yes.
I think that's good. Oh wait, what are we talking about? Hit platinum, you had to buy the mastermind. Never mind. But next turn we'll probably have to buy another mastermind. I don't know.
I guess we will. We will see.
Yeah. So now these carpenters
are active. Yeah. How?
Well, I mean, one thing you could
carpenter the mint or the silver into a mastermind.
Right. I don't know that I want 2 carpenters in the deck. Like, when are you ever going to get to play 2 carpenters? I think I would just trash the carpenter.
That makes sense.
Buy gold. Buy gold. I mean, I guess. Well, it's possible that fool's gold is better than gold. I mean, I don't mind getting rid of the silver. Oh, right. That's why VRSmith had such an unequal distribution of stowaways. Yeah. Of course, that makes sense. Okay.
So I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point
it won't be.
Like you won't happen to have them. Oh, Falconer for monkey.
Monkey.
That could be, maybe they're planning to mastermind the monkey. I don't know. It's interesting.
What do you do with all your masterminds? Yes.
Okay, so mastermind the mastermind, play the mastermind, buy a mastermind. The monkey's just sitting around, I guess. I don't know what the monkey is for.
Yeah, the monkey is in monkey rage right now.
Like, it seems like it would have been, you might as well.
Why am I even here?
If you weren't, I guess maybe VRSmith didn't know that they weren't going to play the monkey, because it did depend on the stowaway draw, but it seems like it might have been better to not react to Falconer and wait, and then react to Falconer when you do this.
Why would you only react one stowaway?
Duration balance.
But didn't we establish that duration balance is not necessary because you can react?
Well,
at this point,
yeah, it's not.
I guess it's not
entirely clear. Yeah. Yeah, what I haven't tried to untangle is if there is a point at which you don't need to acquire more masterminds in order to keep chaining the masterminds. There might be.
So you have to gain another mastermind, and I don't know, gain fool's gold.
Like, so if you mastermind a mastermind, and then that mastermind masterminds a mastermind, you still, the first mastermind only stays out so long if you mastermind more than one mastermind. Maybe no. If the other 2 cards resolve immediately, maybe then the first one comes back. I'm not sure about that.
Don't they always stay out?
Well, because if you're not tracking a triple play anymore, I think you might get it back, but I'm not sure. I guess we might have the opportunity to find out.
Yeah, I also think that they stay out. But we will see.
I mean, at some point it should come back. I just don't know if it comes back fast enough for you to be able to do stuff. Oh god, I don't want to think about Way of the Turtle. kind of got to triple play Falconer if you want platinum. I don't know if you want platinum, but if you want platinum, you got to triple play Falconer. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize they hadn't played the third Maroon. Although trashing the mint, I mean, I don't know. I guess when are you gonna play the mint anyway?
There's another mastermind left, right?
Someday I will do something about Way of the Turtle. Spoilers.
Is there a mastermind left?
Left where?
Or VRSmith?
Where though? Like I'm not sure what.
Or one or two. Don't they have like more masterminds?
I mean, we can see their hand in play.
No, sure. I mean like how many masterminds can they play?
Oh, okay. I have no idea.
At least one, right? I think they just.
I don't remember what they did last turn.
So they
should. It looks like they have had 4 mastermind plays this turn.
No, they drew a mastermind.
Because last turn they triple played a mastermind with the first mastermind, and then they played another one. So that should be 4.
That's right.
But here it's okay. Triple play mastermind, triple play maroon, triple play falconer, and then they've got 1 left after that. Oh.
So they're out of masterminds now?
No, they've got 1 left. Mastermind, maroon, falconer, and then they have a 4th.
Okay. This is not confusing at all.
No. Oh, the Fool's Gold transition.
Surely you do, the monkey.
Well, it seems better than doing Stowaway anyway.
Although, is it?
I think so, because you...
Workshop.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Like, I don't want to mastermind the Stowaways because that, like, locks them out of play for a long time. And, like, while it's good on the 1 turn, then in the subsequent turns it's not so good. In the meantime, you're going to play enough Stowaways anyway. So, like, you're not getting a lot of value out of the additional plays, I don't think.
Okay. Wild.
So, turn 11, first colony purchased. One does have to wonder how this would have stacked up against just playing some kind of relatively simple money thing.
Yeah, it definitely feels like an A-League match to me. It's like, what is happening?
I mean, I do wonder, like, with Mint, I feel like you could get to Platinum reasonably quickly, and then you'd have Platinums in your deck, and those are pretty good at buying colonies. Somehow some of the masterminds left play. Yeah. I think because if you think about, like, if you do like throne and then you throne like 1 duration and 1 non-duration, right? The first throne is still going to come back because you only need to track that you thrown a duration. You don't need to track that you thrown the other card. So the first throne isn't tracking anything. I think it's the same principle here, just more complicated.
Okay. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? That's too deep for me.
Kick it up an octave. So
within the line, let your heart decide.
Sure, yeah, that works. I mean, it's different, but it works. So yeah, Eureka still is not greening, and actually didn't even buy anything. So, I mean, I do feel like VRSmith is ahead, regardless of how this would stack up against something simpler.
So with these workshops now, seems like
some of them are going to get trashed to Maroon, I think, with the Mastermind plays.
I was gonna say it seems like you're like closer to piling than I thought would be possible.
You can't really do it this turn, but
No.
if you gain another Mastermind, then maybe the next turn. Or, you know, I mean, there's also the possibility of something like Fool's Gold Estate, but that's like a lot of gains, probably more than, like, it's a lot of cards to put in the deck. Oh, Carpenter! I didn't even notice the Carpenter.
Yeah. We're going for it.
Okay.
We're going for it. Wow.
Yeah, well, no, I forgot about Carpenter. Yeah, that actually makes it pretty trivial.
Wow. A whole new world.
A new VRSmith
fantastic point of view.
Breaks parity. Winning is player 1 in a shocking turn of events.
It's not okay. All right, last game.
Yeah, some returners here. Expand in Maroon.
We have the Monkey. We have Woodworkers Guild, which is the top decking. No, it's the Trashing Guild, right? Trappers is the top decking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Advanced Guild.
Trashers Guild. Okay.
Tunnel Maroon. I mean, I do want a Maroon. Maroon looks really nice here with the shelters.
Just not memorizing the allies.
Yeah. Right click.
Yeah.
I think in general with landscapes, the reason they're harder to memorize is because you don't like see them as much. Like they're not like in your hand. You're not clicking on them as often. Like same thing with landmarks, right? Landmarks are particularly like easy to get mixed up, I think, for that reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the Rising Sun landscapes.
You could, yeah, Wharf, getting a Wharf definitely makes sense. You could also, Scheme, opening Scheme, interesting. Wharf is certainly strong. Like you could consider, I guess you could consider Expand, like you could do double Urchin plus another action, which is interesting. So yeah, I think that's what VRSmith is doing, is going double Urchin plus the Wharf. But Eureka does not take any Urchins and goes for Scheme and Maroon. We want Urchin. I mean, I could see the argument that Mercenary isn't needed here, but it's a tough call, I think. Like with Wharf, the draw is going to be good enough that getting super thin isn't like critical. This looks like a farmhand spy to me.
Yeah.
Set aside your Wharf.
Yeah.
Discard Copper here in anticipation of maybe drawing your... Yeah, probably
it's
not.
Pretty, but it's very likely that you hear Maroon.
It's a 2/3 chance.
So pretty likely.
I think I actually wouldn't have done it, just because, like, if I don't see it, I might want to use
the extra money for with my plus buy, but they did see it, so it's all good. All good.
So is this second wharf, or is this expand? Top deck your farmhands?
Well, they're thinking about scheme as monkey, or whether they would rather scheme a card, I assume. Oh wait, yeah, I was said earlier VRSmith is going to do the double urchin, but didn't actually. Just went urchin maroon. Okay. Wharf. Okay, so they could take scheme or urchin here. I think getting an urchin is better than a second scheme. Like, how many things do you really want to top deck here? Basically just farmhands. Well, I guess the other wharf. Yeah, okay. I could just because I guess I can see the second scheme, but attacking. I mean, I can see the argument that attacking isn't even doing that much.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, maybe.
Oh, okay, I see. They did have 5 cards left to draw. I was wondering why they trashed Overgrown Estate over Hovel. That's why.
Yeah, I think they wanted to make sure to see.
Yeah, see the wharf and set it aside. Yep. Goes for a silver. I did not consider that from Yuka's side, but yeah, I guess I can see where you might want the payload to hit double 5 or something.
But that was not Yuri.
No, but I was saying when it was saying scheme versus urchin last turn for Eureka.
I see, yeah.
I wasn't considering silver.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, indeed, right now it looks like that would have been a better buy than the scheme.
Although, I mean, that lets you make sure that you see your village.
It does. It does.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Coven.
I
demand.
I mean, Coven's.
I demand a coven.
Fine. I might
prefer. Thank you, Eureka.
Contract. Like getting some favors to turn, like, you know, buying schemes for cheap and then turning them into wars and expand and stuff like that. But.
All right. Do we need another farmhands? Probably not.
No. You can just get the farmhands when you actually run out of terminal space. I mean, I guess it depends on what else VRSmith is going to buy, but double 4 doesn't look very appealing here. Rather pick up Contractor Coven or maybe Scepter. There's no way to activate your own tunnels, unfortunately. You have to rely on your opponent. That would actually be pretty good payload on this board if you could. Wharf silver, yeah, makes sense. I think I didn't say wharf for some reason, but
thought they had hit the required amount of wharfs already.
No, but was just thinking, like, I want to add some payload, but doing it with Worth Silver works as well as getting the 5-cost payload options. Roughly, anyway. I mean, I still like the idea of getting a contract and using it to, like, it's like it gives you 2 coins directly, but it kind of also gives you a delayed 2 coins by, like, you buy 3s and then turn them into 5s. But it's not that good. It's just nice to have some favors. You can also get rid of the maroon at some point. Though expand can do that. Rika going
in on the Covens.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I like it.
I do not expect it to be very effective.
I approve.
It's trash level. Like, yeah, you don't need all of the draw, but hang on to the hood. Kind of expecting a farmhands this turn from VRSmith to play the other Wharf rather than playing it now. And then you can play something as monkey as the last terminal. Wait. Oh, they just wanted to attack? Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess they hit 10 anyway, so.
So, yeah. Time to get a tunnel. Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Hello.
Interesting.
Hello.
Not another, rather than getting another Wharf. That's surprising to me. Maybe VRSmith is feeling the pressure of the cursing.
He's just being thematic.
I see.
How surprised would you be if I told you that VRSmith does not play the Endless Swiss Coven tournament?
Not particularly, I suppose. Coven is literally the only payload. I disagree with that assertion. It's definitely not the only payload.
Do you think the 1588 refers to Topher's birth year?
Yes, totally.
Me too.
Topher was frozen in ice like Captain America.
Yeah.
I think there's just, that's the 1588th Topher.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
When I started playing Dominion.
So ahead of your time.
Scepter, okay.
Play more Covens.
Play more Wars, I would think, but sure, maybe to play more Covens.
No. The Coven is the important thing. Focus.
I see. My mistake. Wow. Not to play more Warbs.
I told you.
They were drawing deck on turn 4. Yeah, it is a little surprising that they're not investing more in continuing to draw. I mean, I guess if you're gonna do the Coven race thing, then you do want to win it. So prioritizing giving the curses does make some sense.
So they have 2 farmhands and a Wharf down there. And no Covens.
What I'm wondering is what what I'm wondering is whether the I assume they want to farmhands that silver. Whether anybody's going to go ahead and get a mercenary. In order to deal with the curses. VRSmith's already set up to be able to do it, right? Because they can just play Urchin and then Coven. So maybe they should even do that proactively, like, you know, if they get given the opportunity this turn, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
And they will have the opportunity.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see it. So I guess the hesitation here might be around the fact that if VRSmith plays the 2 Covens, Eureka is fairly likely to give VRSmith a 7th curse and then dump the curses.
They will see the curses.
It's just pretty rough. And a good reason to take a mercenary. Okay, there it is. We just wanted to wait, wanted to keep us in suspense.
You're like doubting your sanity for a second there.
just keep us in a little bit of suspense, you know?
Yeah. Keep us on our toes.
I find it hard to believe that was the plan from like the opening when VRSmith opened with Urchin.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It definitely worked out.
Yes, it
somehow, in unexpected but beautiful ways.
Yes, I agree that the open was for the discard attack. And I mean, compared to opening scheme, I do prefer that. Though I think overall, I don't know, I'm not like a huge fan of either of them. Like, if you're gonna go single Urchin, I don't know, maybe I would rather just have a silver, to be honest. But we are long past that point. Okay, so VRSmith is not going to... Oh, never mind. Here they come.
Yeah.
Surely, here they come.
This is for you. Time to get this tunnel.
Opening silver is for nerds. I think it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? Like the more of a nerd you are, the less likely you are to open silver.
Maybe it's a bell curve.
It's like that meme where like the person in the middle doesn't want to do it, but the people at like the stupid end and the smart end want to do it.
Yeah.
So piles are kind of low here.
They are.
I don't want to, like, you know, this mercenary is coming in. I kind of want more draw as Eureka.
You need the tunnel.
Ooh, now they get the Urchin.
Okay.
I don't think they need Urchin from a trashing standpoint. So I don't know. Maybe they want it anyway, or maybe they just the hand size attack. I'm not really sure. Sad. Doesn't get to trash enough curses.
Yeah.
Though contract the Merc there? That's an interesting idea.
I think so, yeah. Because you're gonna see 4 curses next.
Yeah, I mean you were anyway. Like it's not cycling you any less to do it this way, but you are trashing. You would trash 1 more curse.
And
there's also the question of whether, you know, like how much does it matter? Like you get to play the mercenary next turn potentially as well, is the downside. Yeah, what Topher just said. I don't know if I would go as far as to say you're likely to find it when you're gonna see 3 cards off the top of your deck. Or sorry, no, 4 cards.
4.
And you have the 2 covens plus contract 3 copper, 3 silvers, so 6, 7, 8, 9 stop cards. Plus the possibility that you have to play Terminal War for Terminal Maroon. Oh no. I mean, like you can get some more draw here, of course.
I like the contracting the mercenary. Also, like keeps those 2 out of
that contract was a scepter. Yeah, true. Having a scepter here would have been a lot better. I'm wondering if is it too dangerous for VRSmith to take a farmhands here and hold out like a silver or something? They need to just score.
I mean, there's no way like Yurika does not have the money.
The money to do what?
To pile.
You think?
Yeah.
They have 26?
No, I say I don't think they do.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I think
the favor adds some pile pressure. That is true, yeah. It is true, yeah. So VRSmith top decked a scepter, which is definitely not helping the situation. So Yurika did take the mercenary.
Well, if nothing else, the attack is nice.
Yeah. Kill the coven there. Yeah, I could see that.
For what? Isn't that risky?
Because then you draw the mercenary and you can play it.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm not sure that making VRSmith discard 1 more card is that important. The thinning, though, thinning is definitely nice. But you can also just scepter the maroon to thin another card. I mean, you could have sceptered it anyway, I suppose. Sceptered the mercenary for that matter. Although, maybe you just scepter Wharf.
I like sceptering the maroon. What is your... Yurika needs to... green 2, I assume?
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't think VRSmith is going to hit 22.
Doesn't need to, like, she still has her...
Oh, right, the Woodworkers Guild.
But still.
Yeah, so then it would
like
need
17,
to hit 17. Well, I mean, VRSmith hit 17 last turn. Less likely to do it this turn, of course.
But if she finds the mercenary...
I mean...
You
just take scepter for money. Huh, that's a surprising choice.
You want a green here, right?
I think... Yeah, I don't understand taking the scepter for money. I feel like playing War for Maroon really should be better.
Yeah, they must know what they have on top there.
Oh, that could be. I don't think it's another Wharf.
It's a scheme and something else.
Okay, well the scheme is...
Or do we still have the scheme? Or is it trash?
I don't think the scheme. No. Yeah, so there is a scheme. That's correct. It's not a curse. Could be... maybe a silver...
Could we farmhands?
I don't know. I mean, if you're going to buy province, it could be farmhands, yeah. Maybe it is, actually, because I think VRSmith only has 3. That's my thinking here, is if you're going to buy province, like you don't, like being able to buy another 3 cost on top of that does not seem particularly important.
No, you need the tunnel. It's very important.
Oh, that's my mistake.
Okay.
Province silver. I mean, I guess that does add some reach. Eureka does seem a little light on payload. Yeah, this is...
Ay.
This is rough for VRSmith, for sure.
So use Scepter Wharf?
Well, it depends. I mean...
Farmhands, Scepter Wharf.
I don't think you can afford to take a Farmhands if you're gonna not score. Right? Okay. Yeah, like if you lower Farmhands and it's only like Eureka, man, maybe Eureka can't actually hit 18. Maybe that would have been safe. It would be close for sure, though.
What do?
Yeah. I mean, 13 is already enough, you know, without needing to play the Scepter for money for like Province Wharf, which puts a lot of pressure on VRSmith.
Yeah, I was thinking Province Wharf too.
And then I guess the question is, do you want to leave the Scepter out? You didn't draw a deck here, but you did just trash a couple of cards. So if you have an extra Wharf in play and an extra Wharf in your deck and your 2 cards thinner, like maybe that's overkill, and maybe you'd rather have the option to play the Scepter as payload. There's also the possibility of having the Maroon being able to draw some cards as well.
I think on top we have a curse and Farmhands.
There's definitely a curse, yeah. Should be Farmhands, and I guess they do only have 3. Where is the 4? Does VRSmith have? Maybe VRSmith does have 4 Farmhands. Oh, there's one in the trash. Oh, that was just now though. With the expand, or getting the expand. Okay, so Eureka buys an expand. Interesting. Well, so VRSmith has an expand and a Woodworkers Guild token. I really would not feel comfortable not taking a province here. Is Eureka?
Yeah. Maybe they're going to take a tunnel and a duchy.
Okay.
No?
Probably not. Yeah, because like, oh man, okay, this seems dangerous. Expand. If VRSmith can expand into province and trash something into Wharf, they only need to hit 17 coins, which I think they should be able to do.
We'll see.
You could trash the contract.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you get the second favor. Oh wait, Woodworkers is the beginning of your buy phase. Yeah. Okay. I mean, trashing the contract does cost you some money, but it is a lot of draw.
It's so much draw. Like we are very likely to see another curse that you can trash.
I guess the flip side of that is that you don't even need a province as VRSmith if you can trash enough curses. Like duchy would be enough. If you marooned a curse and then mercenary trash 2 curses, then all you need is duchy plus the files. But maybe that doesn't even matter that much, because like, what are you expanding that's like gonna change things there? Well, in any case, they didn't find. Well, they don't have another Farmhands to find. Okay, so I guess this was Well, they can also scepter the expand.
It can. So, okay, so we need to keep one action card to be able to woodworkers, right?
Right. So let's say expand Coven to province, woodworkers, wharf to wharf, expand silver to farmhands.
That's not enough money.
Sorry, scepter the expand silver to farmhands. Yeah, that's probably not. Anyway, sure. Sorry, it'd be silver to wharf, and then you need to hit 12, and you're not. Yeah, the problem is you need to play the expand to be able to scepter it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another way? Probably not. Can you do something with estates, maybe? Can you pile estates?
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I think they just needed... I think they just didn't have enough villages in their deck, actually. Like, I think this was just realistically never going to work because they can't play enough of these terminals. That's what you get for underrating farmhands. Well, I mean, it's not like they wouldn't have also needed Ironmongers if Ironmonger was the village.
Is that a Thunder Dominion thing?
Card Glico, but close enough. Okay, well, once again, I would feel a lot more comfortable here as VRSmith with another province. Although I will say I don't think Eureka is going to be able to pile.
No, not if they have to. If they have to score.
Although Eureka has a scepter, right?
Yes.
And an expand.
That's true.
So it's still... Whoa. Okay, well, they did take the province, so maybe it's fine.
That's pretty safe.
They do need the farmhands, so it does make sense.
Yeah, Eureka only has like one first left to trash and I don't see it.
Sad Merc.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be copper silver, right? Don't see any reason to trash Oven over silver.
Where are the farmhands? Pretty rude.
Well, there's only one more down there.
That's true. So... Is it safe for Eureka to double province?
It doesn't seem like it. I mean,
VRSmith has only one wharf coming in.
Yeah, and a silver set aside with farmhands,
which is very valuable.
It's something. And they did get mercenary attacked, so it's. I mean, it's definitely not like fully safe, but it's. I could still see the argument that it's the play. Like if you don't take the lead, you have to worry about the pile out.
Yes.
And okay.
And the pile out seems easier than the double province.
Yeah, it does. Just because of the woodworkers token.
Yeah.
All right, well, here it comes down to it. I mean, Eureka could take the touchy tunnel thing here, and that would still mean that VRSmith can't pile out on a win just by emptying wars and farmhands.
So now the scepter is staying out, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, these decks really fell apart impressively.
Impressive.
I mean, I think it's like because they went for the curses and piled the curses, then that made it harder for them to keep adding the deck control cards.
Yeah.
I do wonder what would have happened if one of them had just ignored Coven and really like driven the farmhands and wards and, you know, pick up a mercenary if you need to for the curse thing. I mean, if you empty both farmhands and wards and then curses empty, the game's over, but
yeah, it sounds a little risky.
I don't know. I think if you're outdrawing your opponent, you should just be able to win before they
should be able to deal with
dump the curses. No, you should win before they dump them. It's like I mean, I don't know. Like pick up and expand earlier, and you can do some province milling and stuff.
Well.
VRSmith saved Eureka at least 2 turns by taking Covens in terms of the time to dump, but maybe more depending on Eureka's deck state. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been fast enough. It's hard to say. So if Eureka... Okay, they go with the province. If they did take Duchy Tunnel and then VRSmith did double province, it would be pretty hard for Eureka to win from that point anyway. So I think that's a reason to go this route.
Okay. We are getting somewhere this turn.
Yeah. Still not that far though.
No.
No expand.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Now VRSmith is probably going to have to do Duchy Tunnel stuff. Scepter Wharf, I think.
Is that all their farmhands?
It is. They also didn't get to attack.
Yeah. And they still have curses, I think. How many curses are on the chart?
7.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
and they have 2
and Eureka has 1.
Yeah,
that sounds right. Yeah, it's sad.
Oh, very sad.
But I mean, having those on top wouldn't have been good either.
True.
Tunnel is not going to be enough points to really defend
against
here. It defends against like double Wharf, double Farmhands Duchy, which is going to be hard for Eureka to do anyway. But just getting the extra points now means you have them, so it's still good.
Is that me?
Yes.
Like the middle of the night. Like.
Ooh, trashing the contract. That should be a win. Okay.
All right. So we end this 3-3, which bodes very well for the championship match. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely a close, well-fought match.
Congratulations to both players.
Yeah, this really wasn't. There really weren't any games where either one of the players.
Yeah.
Like, no, I guess there was like one game. Maybe it was like game 2 or game 4 where VRSmith kind of ran away with it, but that was pretty much it. It was like close all throughout. So yeah, good match for sure, and a likely preview of the championship. The fact that they just split probably makes it more likely because neither of them went down in the standings. You know, Haka's still got a shot. at it probably. Although they don't get to play either VRSmith or Eureka, so it'll be tough for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you have it.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for commentating with me again.
You're welcome. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you once again to my illustrious co-host.
Me!
and we'll catch you all later.
Bye.